Feeling is the secret, known by every Neville Goddard student out there. Feeling is the secret. But I have been searching and contemplating how to use the law of assumption to create, and I've actually found Neville Goddard, in his own words, said that feeling, he never actually meant emotion. But what does that mean for us on our manifestation journey? It means that you can manifest when you fully understand how to use feeling is the secret and the law of assumption the true way. And this is from his 5 lessons from 1948. And that's what excites me the most, guys, because this is his own words. I'm not telling you something that I've just found out from my own spiritual journey. This quote changed everything for me, and I was able to start to manifest from a very simple place. Now, the quote goes like this. The student said to Neville Goddard, "I would think that if you get too much into the sleepy state, there would be a lack of feeling." And then he goes on to say that I start to sort of visualize at the end of my day, and I get into this heightened place and I cannot fall asleep. Well, Neville Goddard, in his 5 lessons, 1948, question and answer, question 16. This is, you can go search this yourself. "When I speak of the feeling, I do not mean emotions, but acceptance of the fact that the desire is fulfilled." Now that's really a big differentiation, isn't it? Because that means that the desire is fulfilled. Well, if you've been following my channel for a while, I have been talking about finding deep inner peace. Inner peace allows you to stay in the wish fulfilled. Now, why does that work better than maybe like an elevated emotion? Well, what happens is when you initially get something, you're going to have an excited gratitude, aren't you? But as someone who's worked with people who manifest many wonders, including myself, after a while it becomes natural or normalized or accepted as the fact. So I realized from my own background of changing my financial position and my health and other things and manifesting through the law of assumption, that actually when you try and make it about feeling and emotion, there's too many highs and too many lows. But when you become at peace with the thing that you want, so if you're trying to manifest more money, instead of trying to feel so grateful for all the money you have, even though the bills are piling up and the creditors are at the door, whatever that is, you start to let go of the fear around money. You start to become at peace with spending it. You start to become at peace with money in general. And why I tell you this about any manifestation that you're using the law of assumption with is because if you had it, you would be at peace. So acceptance can actually turn into the emotion of peace and clarity. And why is that big for anyone here who's using the law of assumption to create? Well, if you're using it to create a relationship, if you're using it to manifest a new job, being in the elevated emotion all the time can sometimes actually make it feel out of reach. Now, Neville Goddard knew this to be true. You have to walk through the world of Caesar or reality as if it has no power at all. So you've visualized yourself with wealth in the bank. You've visualized yourself with the partner that you've always wanted. You've visualized yourself healthy and well. But you keep thinking you had to add all this gratitude on. Sometimes that actually adds distance between you and the situation because you're forcing. And what Neville Goddard really truly realized is that you add no power to the divine. You are God. So, for example, when God said, "Let there be light," and there was light, did he say, "Let there be light," and God sat there and felt grateful for the light and then the light came? Or did he say it and just accept it to be true? So it's that idea of you make a decision on something and then you let it go because it is done. And that is the thing. Neville Goddard always said to live in the end of it being done. So that means that you don't have to sit and visualize it every night. If anything, you want to take one momentary visualization, start to dramatize it in your mind, make it real within your mind, start to walk and be through that visualization and accept it as it is. But then your job after that in the world of Caesar or in reality is to start to let go of the emotional reactions towards not having it. So for example, when I changed myself from having £40 left in the bank, living in a townhouse in the middle of Spain, not knowing how I'm even going to feed my family, I came to this realization where I said, I just don't want to feel this way anymore. I've been trying to be grateful for success. I've been trying to manifest with affirmation and prayer, and I started to just let go of my fears. Well, as you start to let go of the fears, you can then start to find peace. And then when I found peace, it meant that every action I took around my finances, so I would spend in the energy of peace. I would give from the energy of peace. I would relax and be easy. And then for me, I like to add on something on top of that. I would spend it in peace and then say, this comes back to me multiplied in divine order and divine time. And then I had visualized myself with a fully booked out business, thriving and well. But then after that, I let it go and just started to work on my emotions in life. Well, 6 to 8 weeks later, things started to shift. And now, 2.5 years later, my whole world is transformed. You see, because I live in the state of being of the wish fulfilled. And that wish fulfilled is a deep, peaceful acceptance that my needs are met and they are always supplied. And this is the big change that you want to do if you are on a Neville Goddard transformational journey. Neville Goddard being one of the greatest teachers out there. You also want to check out Joseph Murphy. Now, one of his statements saying divine peace fills my soul really put it all together as well. So when I was looking at this idea of acceptance, what is acceptance? Well, I worked with Samuel Onua in Dubai, helping him to heal from something. And when I lived with him on the Palm Island in Dubai for about 2 weeks, I started to sit in this idea of luxury as if it was normal. So sometimes when we're adding emotion, we're adding too much extreme to the vision, makes it feel distant or something huge that we need to do. But if you are living on the Palm, and I lived there for 2 weeks, after a while it becomes a home. After a while their Rolls Royce becomes a car. After a while having everything delivered to you and your petrol being done and all of your needs met like this becomes normal. That's what you have to realize. So you have to naturalize and normalize the things you're looking to manifest. I want you to comment down below what you're trying to manifest and let me give you a little bit of a statement there to help you normalize it in your mind, because sometimes that can be the hard thing. How can I make money or success feel normal? Well, you want to become at peace with that idea. You want to make it so natural in your mind that it feels unusual. And that's how I've been able to maintain this certain lifestyle that I've been getting, because I don't fear every month what's going to happen. Even though I work for myself, I don't fear what's going to happen. I'm at peace with it being provided in divine order, in divine time. And that divine timing is something I can speak about on next if you're looking to create a manifest, and I can help you, because we have to be at ease with the timing of things as well. So I'm absolutely wonderfully, beautifully happy to share this with you today. What do you think about what I said? And what do you think about that Neville Goddard quote? Tell me in the comments below. Also, guys, if you've made it to this far in the video, 2026 is around the corner. If you're someone who wants to learn how to normalize their desires, let go and live with a deep inner peace and serenity and manifest on autopilot, I'm looking for 10 people in January who are looking to do that. Now, spaces are going fast already, so go in the description. Get a free call with me to discuss it, and let's see where I can take you in 2026. I'll see you there, guys. Take care.